Hey everybody, today we're going to be covering some speed reading exercises you can practice on your own. And let's get right into it. So I'm going to take some sample reading material from The Onion, and I'm specifically interested in reading things that are space related because we did a workshop recently with some scientists from NASA. So we've got this silly satirical article from The Onion: NASA scientists prank new guy by pretending they don't see the moon. So what I'm going to do is use a program called AccelaReader for these drills. And if you go to AccelaReader.com, that's where you can find this free speed reading tool. It's a tool that we created a number of years ago, but all you're doing here is you're basically just copying and pasting the text into the program as I've done here. Now this is just a quick paragraph because I just want to demonstrate this quickly. We click begin and you go at whatever speed feels comfortable. We're going to go at 300 words per minute. The average reading speed is closer to 200, but let's try going a little bit faster. And first we're going to try our best to read and understand this as best as possible at 300 words per minute. And then after we do that, we're going to do a speed reading exercise. So here it is first at 300 words per minute. Okay, so 300 words per minute. What we're going to do now is what we call a speed drill. This is a very simple speed reading exercise. All you have to do is go at a rate that is double your normal reading speed. Now I'm kind of making an assumption here because I don't know what your reading speed is, but let's say it's 300 words per minute and we just read this, we understood it. Now we want to do a speed drill. We're going to bump up this rate here to 600 words per minute. Now you could do that in the settings by clicking here and changing the speed right there. Or there's a keyboard shortcut. If you look at the bottom, you can use the up and down arrow keys to increase or decrease your speed by 25. So I'm just going to hit the up arrow key a few times. You see it changing right over there. And we read it at 300 words per minute. We're going to do a speed drill, a speed reading exercise right now at 600 words per minute. Now I'm going to go back to the beginning, and to do that, to restart, I'm just going to use the R key on my keyboard to restart. And focus your attention in the middle. We're going to be going 600 words per minute. And this is just a speed drill. We already read it, we understood it to whatever extent that we did. Now we're basically just skimming what we just read. Here we go. So 600 words per minute skimming, or what we call a speed drill. Let's try it again, but going a little bit faster. We'll take another article. NASA lights astronauts on fire in order to simulate life on Venus. And I've already copy and pasted this text into the program. We click begin. And instead of 300 words per minute, because I know for some of you, 300 words per minute might not even be that challenging. Some of you might already be reading at a faster rate. Let's bump it up a little bit to 350. So we're going to read it. After we read it, then we're going to do a speed drill at double that rate. But first, let's read it. Here we go. Okay, so now that we've read it, we're going to do a speed drill. Again, this is just a practice exercise. We're going to bump it up to 700 words per minute, as you can see at the bottom, just hitting the up arrow key a few times. And now, since we've already read it, this is really just practice. We're trying to get used to seeing words faster. So we're taking inconsequential material that we've already read, and now that we've read it, we want to get some practice in. And why are we practicing? Because we want to increase our reading speed. If we want to increase our reading speed, we want to get used to seeing words faster. And the way we could do that is by going at double our normal speed through material we already read. So I'm going to hit the R key to restart and just focus your attention in the middle here. Let's fly through this at 700 words a minute as part of a speed reading exercise. Here we go. Okay, so that's how we would go about practicing these kind of speed reading exercises. I like to think of these speed drills as kind of like being on the highway. You know, when you are on the highway, you're going faster than usual, assuming there's no traffic. If you're going, let's say, 70 miles an hour, how does it feel when you get off the highway? Sometimes it feels, actually, a lot of times it feels very, very slow. Once you get off the highway, that first street, sometimes you don't even realize you're still going maybe 50 miles an hour because it feels so much slower. And the reason that is because you got used to going a lot faster. If you do these speed drills, seeing words at double the normal rate, well, then you can start increasing your reading speed, your normal reading speed. So what that means is if you're reading at 200 words per minute, you practice at 400 words a minute. So that eventually 250 won't feel that fast. If you're already reading at 250, you practice at double that rate, maybe 500. So that eventually 300 won't feel that fast. If you're reading at 300, practice at 6, and so on and so forth, so you can start building up your rate. You can even do this with printed material. I know we were simulating this online digitally with that AccelaReader program, but if you were doing this on the page, you take a set of material, let's say it's a chapter in a book you're reading, and you measure how long does it take me to read that chapter. Let's say it took you 20 minutes to read it, and you read at whatever pace feels comfortable because you want to comprehend it. So if it took you 20 minutes to read the chapter, what you're going to do now as part of a practice exercise, as part of a speed drill, you're simply going to go back to the beginning of the chapter, and if you read it in 20 minutes, now you're going to skim it in 10 minutes, in half the time, because you want to go at about double your normal reading speed. This is how we can start making improvements in our speed over time. So what I would suggest, try practicing this drill maybe 5-10 minutes a day for the next week, see how it impacts your reading speed. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them down below into the comment area. You can also shoot me an email if you like, or if you want to connect on LinkedIn. Also, feel free to go ahead and like and subscribe. These videos we'll be putting out more regularly. And if you want to invite us to your organization, your company, your school, feel free to reach out to me directly. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of the day. Take care.